Hello everyone and welcome to the Captain's video weblog. We are Sunday, February the 19th, 2017, and lately I've been rewatching some of my older video weblogs for no actual reason, to be quite honest. And well, every time I watch one of those videos, I can't help but wonder whether I've become so much more perfectionist as of late, or if I was just that complacent back then. I mean, let's take a concrete example. The video blog from June the 1st last year. I opened up with the usual, hello everyone and welcome to the Captain's video blog. We are Wednesday, and then I said May, which is a honest mistake, really. I've been saying May for the past 31 days before that, and I would just continue with that without thinking about it. But I corrected myself, which is actually a pretty huge step forward compared to some video blogs in January or February of that year. Because I would say the wrong date and continue the video blog, and then I would watch the video blog on YouTube, and nothing would seem wrong, and it just would suddenly become wrong when I see it in a list, and suddenly there's two video blogs with the same date and there's a 2-day gap with the following one. I'm like, that's not how it works. So yeah, noticing that on the spot, it's good, but I corrected myself, said June the 1st, and then I proceeded to explain that I knew that this would happen, and I thought that maybe I would be able to overcome my instincts. Obviously, I didn't manage to do that. So yeah, but that kind of thing, that kind of filler wouldn't be in the current video blogs. As soon as I would notice the mistake, I would stop the recording, delete it, and well, I would restart, and I would do that as many times as needed, until I would reach the moment where I would say June. Yeah. I mean, March the 1st is just around the corner, and last year there was a February the 29th, so maybe on March the 1st I will say Wednesday, February the 29th, and I will just in my mind it wouldn't be wrong, but in actuality, yeah, it would be. But then I would notice that, and stop, delete, and restart. And that until I would get it right. I mean, I did that about 20 times when I recorded that famous video blog for Tuesday, January the 24th. Yeah, where I kept saying Monday and Monday and Monday. At some point, I may have said Tuesday, but suddenly at 6 minutes in, I would think that maybe I said Monday, and it would just get me out of the whole thing, so I would have to stop the recording, and I wouldn't even try to listen, because if I said Tuesday and I stopped at 6 minutes, I would have been so mad at myself. So yeah, I would just delete and restart, and it's not only for the date. If I were to say video blog wrong, like mangle the pronunciation, I would stop, delete, restart. Does my nose itch? Stop, delete, restart. And it's really, it's really extreme, because I remember some video blogs where not only did I sneeze, but I also wiped my nose, which is actually pretty disgusting, but that's, that's the human body. So, yeah. But, it's all those things that I would have done earlier, but now I just stopped doing them. And it's really strange, so many little things. But usually, when I'm past a certain time in the video, I will continue. I will say, well, fuck that. But if it happens in the first 30 seconds, maybe the first minute, maybe the first 2 minutes, if I really want to be a control freak, I will usually stop, delete, restart. You can kind of see my thinking process as Matt Hardy. You know, delete, delete, delete. Yeah, that's pretty much that. But really, it's something that you cannot control, I guess. So yeah, now moving on to other stuff. Football. Bielsa has been appointed manager of Lille starting July the 1st. Yep, Frank Passy has indeed been hired to prepare the ground for Marcelo Bielsa. That's crazy. That is, that's so. It doesn't make sense in my mind. And yet, Frank Passy has told us time and time again that he's still, talking with Marcelo Bielsa. They talk on the phone, and I'm like, they text each other. And I'm like, no, that's not happening. But yes, it is happening. Though, we're still, 3 or 4 months away from July the 1st. So I mean, let's not get too far ahead of ourselves. Lille might get relegated, or the current strategy of Gerard Lopez of basically having Lille as a trading platform for players, might not exactly please Marcelo Bielsa, or he might not get the players he wants from the transfer market window. So yeah, all of that could factor in, and at the end of the day, Lille might as well be in Ligue 2 with Frank Passy at the helm. That would be extremely funny. Yeah. Oh, also I forgot to mention that Bunassar is injured. He fell pretty hard on his shoulder, and maybe dislocated it. But yeah, that means that he will be out for at least 2 weeks, meaning that he might miss the match against Paris, and hopefully we'll see Rabiar. That would be fun. What else? I just want to talk about some more about the Fortune Cup. Well, SP have won, so Soch and O are the 2 teams to be relegated in that group. That really sucks. I think that we never had enough meme mana left to go for the reigniting of the curse. That's sad. Other teams to be relegated are N and U. U have been relegated. Out and ADV and W and R9K. W, I kind of saw that coming. I feel like it was just a bit of a lucky streak for them to be able to reach one of the qualifying spots for the elites. And it was never going to last. But it's a bit sad. Every time there's an anime team that has a bit of bad luck, it's always sad for A. So I really hope that we manage to get out of the fetus so that we can spank, for example, MLP. They kind of need that right now. But I wouldn't put it past SDA to fuck us up, and to fuck up also Co, because apparently he likes to do that. Now back to real football. I'm using air quotes because it's Ligue 1 once again. I fell asleep during the first match of the afternoon. That was Bordeaux versus Guingamp, but I think that there was 2-0 when I fell asleep, and when I woke up I think it was 4-0, which is a bit too much, because actually Guingamp put up one hell of a fight, at least during the first half. They had some shots that, if they had been in, it could have been easily the goal of the week, and strong contenders actually for the goal of the month and the goal of the year, of the season. So yeah, it sucks that wonderful overhead kick by Benezet. Who, if it goes in, that's the stuff of dreams. Saint-Etienne, after that, have lost to Montpellier 3-0, I think. Which, it's a very bad streak for Les Verts, and that really sucks. It's not a lot of confidence. They haven't been able to reverse the momentum on their way to the second leg of the Europa League against Manchester. But there's still the off chance that they might be able to, at least look good against United. In Geoffroy Guichard, and with the fans that once again have schooled the Manchester United fans. So there's some stuff just waiting to happen. Lyon have won 4-2 against Dijon. They were down 2-1, and then it was 2-2. And for the 3-2, it was a penalty kick. Yes, Lacazette has now 21 goals, I think, and 10 of them are penalty kicks. And I think that since the start of 2017, he hasn't been able to score one legit goal. PKs are legit goals, but I mean, sometimes you have to score one goal during an actual action sequence, not only when you're running towards the PK spot and the goalkeeper is the only person that stands between you and better stats. Though that PK, maybe shouldn't have been awarded. Like, if they awarded it because of the defender that kind of put his arm in the face of the Lyon striker, I can accept it. Though on different angles, it doesn't actually look like he did that. But if it's because of the goalkeeper who, when he was jumping and caught the ball and just dropped down. When he dropped down, he just kind of stood on the leg of the Lyon striker. If it's because of that, then it's absolute bullshit. Yeah. But either way, just kind of contentious. It could bring up some more controversies about Lyon and the French refereeing. And Paris haven't won against Toulouse. They haven't lost either. They drew very frustrating 0-0 draw, I think, for the Parisian fans. And it was fun to watch, actually. Maybe some penalty kicks could have been awarded in that match, but then again, were the handballs really voluntary? I don't think so. Could Pastore have avoided the Toulouse defender? Maybe. Yeah, could have the Toulouse defender not done that foul on Pastore? Maybe. That's just questions. But really strong defending from Toulouse, even though you could say, they were 10 behind. But no, fuck you. Even with 10 behind, Paris can score. We've seen that with Lille. We haven't seen that with Marseille. So, you could argue that Toulouse have been at the same level as Marseille and better than Barcelona, because Barcelona, they lost 4-0. Yeah. Anyway, 1 week away from the French Classico, I think, I really want to go see it. My sister's boyfriend, he wants to go see it, but I mean, the next day he works, so we'll see about that during the week. I'll keep you updated on that, keep you updated on the internship. At any rate, thanks for watching, see you tomorrow.